Where to safari in Africa in 2023? If you've never been on safari in Africa before, rest assured that no wildlife documentary can capture the awe of experiencing the region's vastly contrasting landscapes and cultures in person. There are the sweeping savannas of the Serengeti Mara ecosystem in East Africa, home to the world's largest migrating animal herds, while green Central Africa is a habitat for the last remaining mountain gorillas on Earth. Southern Africa is home to such famous natural wonders as the Okavango Delta and the otherworldly Kalahari Desert. And in West Africa, the forthcoming Pendjari National Park in Benin, where West African lions roam, is opening up lesser explored areas for wildlife viewing. Africa is composed of 54 countries with varying experiences ranging from thriving urban scenes to sublime landscapes. The continent's seemingly endless wilderness experiences can be especially hard to navigate for the first-time safari-goer. With that in mind, we have picked 4 countries to get started with. Experiences include the fenceless savannas of Kenya, where such groups as the Maasai own and manage private conservancies. South Africa, with its family-friendly, malaria-free reserves and impressive rewilding projects. The wildlife-filled rivers of Zambia, known for family-owned camps and walking safaris, and Tanzania, home to sprawling, fenceless savannas and Mount Kilimanjaro. These countries are only a scratch on the surface of nature-based experiences in Africa and the beginning of a lifetime of return trips to explore. While we won't cover the vibrant metropolises of these countries this time, don't regret skipping them. Ask your guide to fit an urban experience into your trip. Here are 4 of the best places to go on safari if you've never been before. Tanzania. With nearly 24 national parks, Tanzania contains some of Africa's largest remaining unfenced wilderness areas. It's home to wildebeest who roam together in numbers upwards of 1 million and make dramatic crossings through the country's river systems. Those who want to see the river crossings should aim for July to September, but the November to March green season can be even more appealing. The rains are short, there are fewer crowds, and you can catch the excitement of calf birthing season. Serengeti Mara ecosystem. Tanzania's most famous park gets the lion's share of attention for being the site of the seasonal Great Migration of wildebeest. And beyond Grumeti, Serengeti River Lodge is well situated right in the path of a major river crossing area. A 2022 refurbishment transformed the camp into a design-driven retreat with sustainably sourced local hardwoods and colorful kitenge fabrics inspired by the region's craft traditions. The camp, which now runs on 80% solar energy, offers plenty of ways to get outside of the safari vehicle, whether you're tracking elephants on foot or visiting fishing communities on nearby Lake Victoria. Sitting within the greater Serengeti Mara ecosystem on its own 350,000-acre reserve, Singida Grumeti operates 5 lodges and camps, each with their own approach to the safari experience. There's the Hilltop Sasakwa Lodge, with its chandeliered guest rooms featuring 4 poster beds, deep soaking tubs, and plunge pools that overlook the savannah. The lodge doubles as a museum, with rare artifacts from all over Africa and photography by the likes of Peter Beard. The recently renovated Sabora Tented Camp offers a more intimate connection with nature, thanks to outdoor showers and canvas walls that let all the noises of the bush lull you to sleep. Ruaha National Park. Less visited Ruaha happens to be the country's 2nd largest national park, and you could spend an entire trip exploring its widely varied landscapes, which range from miombo forests to sprawling wetlands. Located on a boulder-filled hill near the Mwaguzi River, Jabali Ridge is a prime spot for sightings of lion prides and leopards, as well as elephants who dig beneath dry riverbeds in search of water. The design-driven camp itself features 8 suites with a soothing palette of grays and natural woods. A massage in the airy spa comes with a soundtrack of birdsong. For those who want a hands-on conservation experience, the new Asilia Usangu Expedition Camp in the remote Usangu wetlands offers that. How to book. And Beyond puts together custom trips that include And Beyond Grumeti Serengeti River Lodge and other And Beyond and Non and Beyond camps. Niara Travel can create individualized itineraries that include And Beyond, Singida, and Asilia camps. Kenya. Kenya is a mosaic of contrasting landscapes and home to more than 40 distinct tribes and communities. In the arid hills to the northeast, the Laikipia Plateau is the historical land of the Samburu and Kikuyu among others. To the south, a safari in the Tsavo and Amboseli national parks means large elephant herds, self-drive safaris, and views of Mount Kilimanjaro. The iconic savannas of the Masai Mara National Reserve are where millions of wildebeest known as the Great Migration roam, with hungry predators like lions and cheetahs in tow. The Masai Mara. The Mara fills with visitors in the dry period between June and October, when there's less green foliage to hide wildlife. In July, hundreds of vehicles line the rivers to watch epic wildebeest herd crossings. But a visit outside of high season can be even more rewarding, according Nairobi-based Mikado Safaris. The lushness of the landscapes throughout Kenya right after the April rains, during the off-peak green season, makes for a photographer's paradise. Wildebeest, zebra, and multitudes of other plains game being born make April and May such a wonderfully literal time of renewal, along with the predators looking for easy prey. Mikado Safaris frequently sends guests to the private, community-owned conservancies adjacent to the Mara Reserve that are sustainably managing wildlife on their lands and have more restricted visitation, which translates into fewer crowds, benefiting both visitors and nature. One such camp is the well-appointed, 12-tent Mahali, Missouri, a Virgin limited edition camp that leases land from the Maasai-owned Olair Motorogi Conservancy. Tourism on conservancies creates jobs and supports the creation of roads, schools, scholarships, hospitals, and enterprises such as basketry. Some conservancies operate their own tourism businesses, often at gentler prices than international lodges. Highly recommended is a safari in the Nashulai Maasai Conservancy, which owns and manages Olderpoi Mara Camp, a series of mid-range cottages and tents with ensuite bathrooms and Maasai design touches. In the Tsavo Conservation Area, the renovated Kivuko Eco Camp, composed of a family house and camp accommodations run by the Taita Wildlife Conservancy, is recommended. How to book. Nairobi-based luxury outfitter Mikado Safaris, owned and run by a Kenyan family, can arrange a custom-designed itinerary in Kenya that takes travelers to such private conservancies as Olair Motorogi and the Tsavo Conservation Area, as well as the Masai Mara National Reserve. You get to spend a couple of days in Nairobi, a vibrant city the company knows particularly well. Travelers can also book experiences directly through some conservancies, including Nashulai. South Africa. With its winelands, grasslands, ancient forests, and windswept coasts, rural South Africa offers something for nearly everyone. Varying experiences also make it a year-round destination, with the cooler months falling between July and September. Kruger National Park. In the country's popular Kruger National Park, dry season falls between April and October. Green season can be a great option for those in search of better prices and fewer people. Showers are often brief, and less dust from the rain makes for beautiful light. London-based tour operator Byron Thomas founded Niara Travel in May 2021 to ensure that as much money travelers spend in a destination stays there, especially at smaller camps with few rooms that don't have a lot of earning power. The Cape Town region. Niara Travel is the company of choice, taking a 10% commission from companies on the ground, much lower than the industry standard at 35%. The company also partners with responsibly run businesses with guidance from such groups as The Long Run, an organization that helps nature-based tourism businesses to drive such sustainability initiatives as community well-being and land and wildlife conservation. The 11-day family adventure itinerary starts with whale watching in the Dahoop Nature Reserve near Cape Town while staying at the 4-bedroom Morukuru Ocean House. It continues to the malaria-free Madikwa Game Reserve, which has sunny days for much of the year. Game drives lead to lion, leopard, and elephant sightings, and guests sleep at the 3-bedroom Morukuru River House. Sabi Sand Game Reserve. For a safari that's both eco-friendly and stylish, We recommend cheetah plains in the Sabi Sand Game Reserve. Electric, solar-powered game drive vehicles offer not just a zero-emissions game drive but also quieter encounters with wildlife. The modern-feeling villa accommodations are a sight on their own, with their minimalistic interiors decorated with the work of contemporary African artists. The Kalahari Desert. Head north to the Kalahari Desert near the border of Botswana to experience Swalu Kalahari Reserve, another malaria-free area set on a former cluster of overgrazed farmland that South Africa's Oppenheimer family purchased and helped to rewild. Today it's home to brown hyena, meerkats, desert black rhino, and large predators, including cheetah. Swalu is a conservation site for ground pangolins, the world's most trafficked animals. Swalu's accommodations include the Tarkuni Villa, a large home perfect for families. How to book. UK-based Niara Travel offers several South African itineraries including the 11-day Cape, Wine, Wildlife, and Waterfalls, which goes to Kruger National Park and the country's famous winelands. The 11-day family adventure in South Africa trip visits the malaria-free Madikwa Game Reserve for glimpses of big cats and elephants and the coastal De Hoop Nature Reserve for whale watching. US-based Your Private Africa arranges customized private safaris for a wide range of travelers and budgets from start to finish, and it can organize hands-on conservation experiences at places like Swalu. Zambia. Home to the Zambezi, Kafue, and Luangwa rivers, and sharing roaring Victoria Falls with neighboring Zimbabwe, Zambia offers a wide range of land and water-based wildlife experiences. Safaris here are characterized by small, family-run camps that put guests especially close to nature through walking safaris, for which the country is famous. The popular dry season falls between July and November, but the April to June shoulder season, when the landscape turns green in the wake of the rains, is an especially good time to see Victoria Falls. Zambia is dubbed as the ultimate safari experience. It is one of the very few countries that has not been dominated by the bigger commercial safari companies. Lower Zambezi National Park. Chiawa Camp in Lower Zambezi National Park offers canoe rides along the crocodile-filled Zambezi River and has a multi-room family tent for parents with kids. The 5 riverside chalets all have outdoor baths. In South Luangwa National Park, also known as Valley of the Leopard, add on a few nights at one of the half-dozen tiny camps run by the Bushcamp Company. South Luangwa. Niara, in partnership with Green Safaris, operates camps with light footprints, including the canvas-tented Shawa Luangwa Camp in South Luangwa. Lower Zambezi. These newest camps in Zambia focus on energy efficiency, resource conservation, and community capacity building. They include Lolabezi Safari Lodge in the Lower Zambezi, which is powered by solar panels, has its own water treatment plant, and was built with minimal use of concrete. Livingstone. One of his favorite lodges in Zambia is Royal Chundu Island Lodge in Livingstone, which is easy to reach because of its location near Victoria Falls and an international airport. Take a boat transfer to Katumbora Island on the Zambezi River, where 4 sprawling villas have their own private river-facing decks that hover 40 feet above the ground. Go on a day tour to nearby Chobe National Park in neighboring Botswana for sightings of lions, cheetahs, wild dogs, and giraffes. How to book. Book a tailored trip through southern Africa with these classic portfolio properties through such outfitters as Africa Travel Experts Explore Inc. or Your Private Africa. Niara Travel offers a 13-day Victoria Falls, Okavango, and Cape Town itinerary that incorporates the Zambezi River and falls into a 3-country itinerary: Zambia, Botswana, and South Africa. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.